advantage here at Cologne, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah, T-side start for NiP. Liquid, as mentioned, with that CT side beginning after taking the knife round. 1x bet odds going to put this one slightly in favor of NiP. And with the momentum they're riding on, you can kind of understand the thinking there. Fallen lining up this pop flash in for the apartments, but Stewie's actually crept ahead of it. This flash would now pop behind him, and Stewie's dead at the hands of Device up in the apartments. Fallen holding on to this B site. In they come, taps down Plopsky. He's removed from the round. Device does get out and into the bomb site. Linus trying to follow. Bit of damage from the Glock. And now they drop on into this crossfire. Ooh, it's getting a bit brutal. They didn't know Device got out, so he gets that kill onto Fallen for free. Hampus up in app, still having to try and help Device out, but right now they're waiting for Rez to appear on the short side, and there he is, making his presence known. In comes the push now, a 2-on-3 for Team Liquid. Naf at the bench, getting pressured, and it's Device to tear through them, along with Rez, closing that out for the Ninjas.
You love the energy. It's
Mate, they invited Smooya into the
That's
team.
what it feels like. It wouldn't be Cologne without him.
Movie star riders stood behind NiP, and Smooya's just accenting every play with a little rat scream.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's music to our ears here, and maybe it's getting in the heads of Liquid. That's the hope of NiP. They are playing the mental games as well. Little brawly deathmatch on the B-bomb site to begin. It's a bit of Mirage. We all love it. Or at least we know it. Fast scout in mid for NAF. He's going to miss that opener, but NiP flooding out through the middle. With the window smoke down, they can go wherever they please. Rez with the opener picking up a leech. And TopCon already smoked out, so no information here for Liquid as to where these mid players are going. They're just gambling 2-2 right now. It's all they can really do with the force. Line is going to flash their way up into the B site. Naf, he has a scout, he has a chance, but the Krieg is far more dangerous. And Device may get tagged, but there's plenty more players where that came from. Linus dead. Naf repositioning, more scout shots connecting, and Device is taking down his teammate in the site. However, the rotates are here. Naf just dancing, pivoting with this scout. Needs to finish off a kill. His time is numbered. 4 health, gone to Plopsky, and with just Fallen standing, it should be NiP onto another.
Yeah, Fallen's getting wrapped as well. He doesn't know about that. Doesn't matter. Rez finishes the job before Hampus was ever even needed, and NiP get that conversion. Now it is just an eco looming for Liquid. So the conversions are in. A 3-0 start for NiP, looking likely on this third and final map.
Yeah, come on, someone buy a Zeus or something. Let's make this round interesting. We don't just want flat USPs, although sadly the right call. Fallen's saving for the orb. And you just want to maximize your next gun round as well, or your first gun round. I like the boost at the little stack up in CT. If anyone commits, they are going to be in a world of hurt. Naf's also stuck watching Con. He basically can't move. He's committed to that fight. Here come the tags. Hampus with the USP killing that from Connector. And now the rifles can start to unleash. Raining down death into CT spawn. Nice and easy for NiP. Nothing to it.
Right, here we go. Big buy coming in. Fallen with his AWP. One thing has to remain consistent, and that is that Fallen has to be able to give Device a run for his money.
For sure.
If you let Device go unchecked, you already saw how dangerous that was back on Dust and in the second half of Overpass, right? It wasn't till late game that Fallen started to win that fight out, and it made all the difference for Team Liquid in the long run. So, not the start you wanted, considering the conversation we were just having. Device bests Fallen in that head-to-head, and is now scoped up on short side, hungry for even more.
Yeah, 6-0 for Device. Good feeling to begin. Right out of the gate on this T side. After some, as said, hesitance on T side opening in the series already, this is certainly a map where you can get a lot done with it. Especially in those post plants. Stewie leaving B, letting Naf solo that bomb site. In fact, it's exactly where NiP is set up. Bombs going through apartments right now. Liquid gambling wrong. This might even leave them saving, right? If no one gets any action on A, if this top con smoke eludes Liquid and NiP just kill NAF with no defensive kills, it's surely going to be a 3-on-5 save here for Liquid. So NAF needs something heroic. He needs at least one, if not many more. Oh, the orb's already out. NAF doesn't know, but he flicks back and finds Device. Now he gets aggressive. NAF with a double. He's losing the apartments, but he does still have a chance here. His team is standing on the rotate. NAF has traded on Catwalk, and now NiP are in B.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-2. It's even odds right about now. Plopsky could be the difference maker. Oh, yeah, he shelves Grim in the market. Just do it 2K from Cat. In he comes towards the B-bomb site. He knows where Linus is because of that bit of utility. They're not giving him a fight. Stewie looking for an engagement that's never being gifted over. Even a smoke on his molly and into the waiting arms of Plopsky he goes. NiP up to 4. The first rifle round for Liquid is snatched away. And so that means it's back down to pistols for this Liquid CT side.
Yeah, at least not a full eco, but, you know, NiP, what a really nice start from them as well. The heavy-handed B hit, NAF really gave it a go as a solo B player there, putting up a couple of kills, but not ready for a very late Catwalk player in the form of Hampus. Let's see if these Deegs can do anything. You've got 5 smokes here for Liquid. It's not quite Inferno, but they're just trying to delay NiP as much as they can. You know, the hope is if NiP is splitting a bomb site and you're smoking off one half of the split, it's either going to, you know, well, make this split pretty weak, or it's going to delay it even further, letting you get more information, get more aggressive, get better positions. Liquid are holding on to their smokes as long as they can. Top con smoke will keep falling off. He'll trade utility there. And this might be the time for Liquid to make a move. Into ramp they go. And look at the bomb, clearing Palace right now. Liege hangs around on the balcony, which is very fortunate considering this package. And Device has got a lot to do.
Yeah, as we just hit the minute mark now, Device swinging out towards ramp has removed Grim. And this ramp aggression not working out yet for Liquid. However, the Deagles will come in with a kill apiece. Linus doing his best to trade these out. Stewie 2K and NAF for 2-on-3. Don't shake your head at these, right? You don't look a gift horse in the mouth, as it were. There's still a chance for them in this round here. Stewie takes one to the grave with him. Plopsky's going to finish off NAFLite, and NiP keep it flawless, even up against the partial investment. The Deagles, they might get away with a couple of kills here and there, but it's still a NiP round at the end of the day.
Man, you know, NiP are feeling it after, you know, pulling a really nice attempt at a comeback on Overpass, only going on to destroy Liquid on Dust 2. Now they're on the T side, Harry, and they are just taking names, walking into stacked bomb sites and coming out with, you know, clean rounds. 5-0, double orb here for Liquid. NAF's taking it alongside Fallen this time around. Going to be putting that towards the B bomb site. Fallen instead close up on the ramp, running one of these bait and switch setups, getting his rifle in position. Grim is there. And it is an A-split. It's a fast one at that as well. They may be walking, but they're walking right through this smoke. They're waiting in the fade. Liege turns around. He makes some steps. Are they going to react off of that? Liege has now at least gotten himself into a very good position for this. But Grim gets mollied out, and Linus is going to clear it. Now Fallen stuck between a rock and a hard place, getting split from 3 different sides, and Liege has yet to spot this as well. He doesn't see the barrel. Rez gets the kill, and Liege falls as well. That is disaster. Striking for Liquid, and Rez is decimating the defense.
Beautiful, Rez. Beautiful. A whirlwind of death in that A-bomb site. And NAF's left to save with that bomb down and him trying to hold on to the AWP. You bet the NiP are hunting this guy. Look at that mini-map. It's a scary time to be NAFLite. They're pressuring him from everywhere. They're trying to take the AWP away, but he doesn't want to part with the big green gun. However, Hampus might leave him with no choice. A knife could come in. However, Plopsky snatches it away.
Yeah, that would be a bit audacious if he full Batman jumping out of the balcony. But, you know, at this point of the game, NiP, they are flexing their muscles. That's to say for sure. Device 8-1. Rez with a triple entry into that bomb site there and finds a lovely little timing up connector. Poor Liege, it felt like he'd just gotten out of dodge, but it was in doing so that really put Fallen on the chopping block here. Liege did try and check it, but Rez was so close to the bench he never saw. And now more Deegs for Liquid. Not much hope with these weapons. as good as they can be, NiP are not really giving a lot of room to Liquid. They, again, take middle with the double smokes. Liquid lose all their info, but Hampers almost gets caught coming up catwalk. He does flick back. Device walking through smokes. That's a bit obscene. And these Deagles should come to their natural conclusion of death.
Yeah, oh man. Oh, the humanity.
It's pretty one-sided.
What is happening, man? Who is that?
Is that Device? I keep feeling like I can't even tell. We're not getting it on camera.
Alright, Glaive, if you're watching this, have you ever heard Device make these noises before? Have you ever heard him screech like this? Has the Astralis HQ gotten a lot more quiet since he's departed? Let us know.
Bit of a timeout for Liquid. The right time for it. 7-0 down. Very uncomfortable right now. And how the hell do you get your head back in the game? We don't have anyone, being the hero, right? We've had maps where, Grim's just been beasting or Fallen's been, beating Device in every head-to-head. That's not the case right now. Best player on Liquid is 4-7. That's NAF. Everyone below. And so we need someone to bail Liquid out of this hot water. They're getting cooked.
Once again, back to this mid-fight. Stuart, come on, Stewie, give us something with this up. Give NA something to hold on to in a round like this. We're going to need him to step up because it is looking like this B play. They've lost the Legion window. Naf's at the back of the site. Nafly and Stewie 2K having a hold on to B, but they are just absolutely ruined on this push. It's
flash.
Another NiP round, just as good as done. This is brutal. Is this how this series evolved from a tight overtime victory back on Overpass in favor of Liquid to NiP a little more dominant on Liquid's pick of dust? Now we get to Mirage and NiP enter their final form. Yeah. They are flawless, 8-0 up. And it can still get even better.
Yeah, is there any stopping them is the question, right? Like, NiP have woken up in this series, that's to say for sure. And they're hunting these kills. Resmoke comes in. I mean, Plopski's got max money. Plopski should run through this smoke. There is no other reason. So in he goes. Jumping. Fallen's missed a shot. Uh-oh, Plopski's up close. There's more where that came from. Fallen needs to live, but he can't. Plopski takes 1 out of 2 out of the round, and that will do. That will do just nicely.
Mate,
worst case scenario.
Yeah, right. So coming into this, we said one of the things that's important, thinking back to Overpass and how that went, was Fallen needs to be able to not even like outperform someone like Device. He just needs to, in some of these rounds, be able to cancel him out. Well, right now, Fallen is 2 kills. Device is 11-1. You can feel how freeing it is for this guy that he just has free reign across the map.
Yeah, and aggro push is getting denied as well. NiP, the best part about this is it's not like they've been, running these really slow defaults and they've been getting fed. I mean, they are in this round, but so many of these rounds have been decisive, quick splits out of the gate, hard mid takes with Liquid getting smoked off. I'd like to see Liquid attempt to take middle back in one of these gun rounds, right? Some top mid pushing, some flashes through the connector. Because it really has just been the lack of info as to where these commitments are going until it's already too late. More kills being fed the way of NiP. But in a round like this with Deagles, you're looking for kills, you're looking for peaks, and it's more just getting punished more than anything. Oh, that's a big one for Elige. Oh, Device misses the shot behind.
Hello.
Elige has a gun, he has the bomb, and he's going to smoke off Device.
Okay. Things are getting interesting. Things are getting a little wet and wild, and it's all because of the pesky Team Liquid boys. Elige with the bomb, now in a 1v4. A lot against him, and Device from mid snipes him over the smoke. It's a nice try at making something of that situation, but ultimately NiP have still kept up this flawless 9-0 scoreline. 2 players who have only died once on NiP as well. Plopski at 10 KD, Device at 13.
Not reasonable, is it?
They're having a completely different battle on NiP. It's who can have the most cracked stats at the end of this map.
Yeah. Elige, okay, here's something in middle. I like this play. Fallen AWPing through the connector above the smoke, and Elige pops out with a flashbang as well. It's a perfect start for Liquid, and they're keeping it up. Sui has stopped the B push in its tracks, and with a molly dropped as well, NiP cannot commit. They might finally be broken in this round. Ooh. Smoke spam. Wall bangs. Liquid is softening up their targets.
I mean, they're hungry for this first round, right? They're hungry to break the silence. Plopsky and Device waiting in the apartments. They've been given a couple of opportunities, and Plopsky decides to just create his own by dropping into the site. Oh no, Device in with another, down to the 1v3 as Plopsky is falling at the hands of Stuart 2K. And there's that other AWP to come in right at the end. Liquid, they get their first round on the board in round number 10.
Yeah, finally opening kills for them as well, right? Like it's that drop into mid from Elige, you know, complemented by Fallen getting his pick in the connector. That's the second opening or second round in which Liquid have had the first kill, right? So in 9 other or 8 other, it's all been NiP. And they're not really scared out of middle just yet. They're going right back to it. The smokes are back in. They check connected, but it doesn't matter. Elige starts strong. Another opener for Liquid. Another necessity. And Elige getting the reload off is enough room for Rez to take the jungle. Smoking it off. 3 still up in A, but you'll notice that bomb is deep, deep, deep back in B.
Oh, on the swing, Rez. Okay, Fallen removed from the round. And he's still selling this A play while the bomb skirts its way through B. Rez. Oh, Rez on for the ace. One man left to find. Rez was here selling fakes, but in the end, he's the realest of them all, man. He's won the round single-handedly for NiP. Rez is saying, mate, you guys have got B and A.
Yeah, he's killed so many people on this site, he doesn't think Naf's still here.
Yeah,
Why would
they're
he?
starting to doubt themselves, like, wait, is he B? So they're saying to Rez now, like, yeah, mate, Rez, go get the ace. Just go kill him in B, and then it's all fine. Well, there's no one here. He was in A, and Naf decided the best thing to do was to just hide.
I can't blame him. Yeah,
I mean
this is
fighting didn't work for the other guys, did it?
This is a 2-for-1. Not only are they letting Rez ace, but they're also asking him to clear B for them so they don't have any chance of losing this round. But, you know, they're going to realize in a quick second that B is completely empty and that Rez must have scarpered by Nafly somewhere. And so there we go. B site taken, more than enough time. Bomb planted, and Naf just looking to get guns out, get an exit perhaps. Rez has spotted him with a tap. He's onto the AWP now. Ace for Rez perhaps. Naf has crossed out. He wants anything but. There's a start for Naf, but they're coming. That's only drawn the alarm bells up. Everyone's chasing him down. He might be able to escape in CT after all.
Oh, I don't know, man. It's
go.
so claustrophobic for poor Naf. Hunted down, ace denied, but still the round secured for NiP. There's just no accounting for what Rez did there. Like, there is nothing that you could have done on the Liquid side with Rez. It's the fourth kill onto the short guy. Like, that wasn't even meant to be your responsibility, bro. Like,
it's one way to sell a fake, man. It's one way to sell a fake, I'll tell you that.
Look, man, you're meant to be faking A, and then you kill the only B player. Like, it's wild. Rez. Yeah, dude, Stewie's shaking his head, and even kind of,
you cry.
He was laughing a little, exactly. It's like, God. Just pistols now. Ooh. Up close at ramp, sure, Grim has traded it out.
Yeah, that flash over the top for Naf was over ramp. They actually wanted to push deeper, but, you know, NiP were up close. They're already in the choke, so the flash didn't work on them. Grim loses the gun up in Palace. Rez trying to kill mid. He sees everyone. That's full info for NiP. He's calling that over, and now NiP waterfall, flood out of the Palace and get that bomb plant. It's for CT, so Device on ramp is a little, you know, cut off from this one, but it shouldn't get to a point where Device is in a 1vx. You'd like to think that NiP could keep it contained until then. They're not giving away anything. They're making Liquid cross. Device smoked off, goes out. And now he's in a far better position.
Oh, yeah. There it is, right? Nice and easy, nice and clean. I cannot believe what we're seeing here, man. The day started with Team Liquid looking so dominant. You remember when Grim was like just having the game of his life, and we were all sat here going, wow, Liquid online, Grim online. Holy hell, yeah. Who knew it could be this damn good? And now we get to map number 3, and it's night and day. It doesn't even look like we're watching the same game anymore.
Yeah, huge amount of credit to NiP, right? They're really holding on in a big way. They're not giving Liquid the room to get back in as well. That's my favorite part. In all of these extremely advantageous positions, in all of these 5v1s, you know, they're not throwing caution to the wind. They're flashing every peak, and they are not giving Liquid any room. Hampus through the smoke. They are not ready for this. He just beat the Molotov. He does land at his feet, but he's not committing. If he did, he had a window, an opportunity. Instead, the opportunity's on a double entry, and Hampus can be the backstab that NiP don't need, but they will enjoy. Fallen's the only one left here on A, and he's getting pinched from the connector. Now Hampus with the backstab is out of the apartments, rather, and both players are trapped in B, distracted by Hampus. There's no getting out with your gun if you're Stewie.
Yeah, oh, well, hang on a moment. Hang on a moment, Stewie does not want to part with his orb. This is his orb. This is Stewie 2K's AWP. This AWP held down a B bomb side at a major, so let's see if he can keep it in play. Oh, denied by Plovsky. And so not even an orb to put your hopes and dreams into if you're Team Liquid. You know, the series might have started with a bang, but for Liquid, it might end with a whimper.
And you really can't blame him, right? NiP have just been sublime. Perfection on this T-half of Mirage. Liquid with nothing. The only round they won was that one round where Fallen finds an opener in connector, Elite drops under, they take a 5-on-3, and then they just stop the B push. Liquid are going back to a mid-take. This is exactly what we want to see. Fast and aggressive, fast and loose. And Elite traded, leaves Nap there to get one more. He does. And now Liquid can sit pretty in a 4-on-3. However, Plopsky's not waiting around.
Ooh, Grimothy, there it is, little double on the Famous. It's all left onto Device, out through ramp, while the first kill lands. Now they know where he is, now they know where this lone gunman for the NiP squad resides. They've also got the bomb dropped up in Palace. So really, Device's worries, Device's problems are just beginning. He's got to go up to get this bomb back under control before he can even begin to think about 1v3 in this round.
Ah, he's going to go quiet now. Hoping that they peek and they notice that the bomb is gone. And maybe Liquid over-rotate, maybe they make a mistake. But at this point in the game, Liquid are just going to play this 3-on-1. They know Device is hungry for the round. So you don't want to start splitting up and giving Device 1v1s. You want to peek him together. Nowhere is safe to plant, however. Not if that CT player swings, but it's Stewie from middle to finish it off. Liquid onto 2. They're just clawing at anything right now, digging in the dirt for scraps.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think even the reactions are quite telling. You know, when NiP are winning rounds at the minute, they are screaming the building down, bro. Whereas, you know, Liquid get that round there and it's just dead silence because I think they know that, yeah, okay, you got a second round, that's all well and good, but that's not going to save you. That's not going to be something you look back at and say, wow, you know, 2 rounds and a half, nice.
Yeah, another mid-take here for NiP. Grim tries to help out and tries to put a stop to it, but he's denied by the volley of flashbangs. Stewie, the same vein up on Catwalk, won't be there forever. And so NiP, again, have this real estate almost for free. All it cost was utility. Oh, taking quite a beating. It's a nice nade from Stewie on short, but Hampus still stands and a re-smoke in window. NiP haven't really even boosted into window in this T side. What a time to pull it in round 15. Yeah, oh, at least you can see little light there. He's holding it. And when it disappears, it means someone's crossing past his smoke. Denied for now.
They're maybe even looking for more here.
Oh,
dead on that peak. Device nails him. Underneath Palace, you've still got a guy waiting in the wings in Grim. Or at least you did. He's fallen as well now from CT. Speak of the devil, he rings out with 1 on this ult. Plopsky's out in the B side, but he's, yeah, there it is. Turns back around. Stewie's shot up the side of the head. Blindsided. And it is left onto Fallen with this AWP. 1 versus 3, and NiP are going back into the A-bomb site. They knew he was in CT. They knew he was here. And so everyone's got their eyes on this position. Fallen, this is going to take something incredible out of him. There's the first shot, crossing into the site now. A man up on Cat, ready to try to deny the defuse, and Device tucked back in the jungle. Fallen running out of time, running out of chances, taps the bomb to bait a peek from Cat, and Plopsky lines it up, knocks him down. It's 13-2 at the end of the first half for NiP. They're looking for a victory to open up IEM Cologne.
Comeback story for Team Liquid, but right now no one's in the Liquid camp, no one's betting blue unless it's the CT side. That's where NiP are moving over to here on Mirage. And Liquid, what do you say about this?
Yeah, where to even begin, right? The tone is so different. It shifted so much from where we were in the last 2 maps coming into this second half. A lot of time, you know, we had a chance to make a case for Liquid, even back on Dust, where NiP did hold that lead. Here, I'm struggling to make any kind of case. If they lose this pistol round, the series is done for.
Yeah, so an A set piece here for Liquid, smokes it down, the cross is in, and they're just running wild over the bomb site. This should be an allowed plant and a retake here for NiP, but they're pushing Spawn. Device here to deal death, and he's got a double. Dink down to 5, but the support is coming in from Plopsky and Co, both of which fall, Device and Linus. Fallen's chasing into Spawn. He's now in a clutch against the odds, against the ages, and I don't know if NiP will let him back in. Kit's been dropped in Spawn. Time could be a problem for NiP. But as long as they hunt this kill, there's almost nothing Fallen can do.
Yeah, right. One guy can stick, the other dudes can hunt, but Fallen, doubled up, commits to the fight, and Hampus trades it out. It is an NiP round after all. You were believing for a moment, you believed in Fallen, in at least getting a third for Liquid and giving them something in this second half. But in the clash of the big brains, it's Hampus to come out ahead.
Man, he really is such a capable fragging in-game leader, isn't he? I mean, on both sides is what I'd say, but especially for Hampus, man. And damn, nice try for Fallen. Isolates those fights to the best of his ability. It's going to be NiP picking up the pistol and setting themselves up for a very quick day here. Or at least a very quick Mirage. We got a couple of AKs for Liquid. That's all they can muster.
Yeah, man, it's just night and day. Like the lowest kill count on NiP is Linus with 8. The highest on Liquid is 9 kills. So like, it's not even comparable right now. The kill count show that. The scoreline shows that. I think even the reactions are showing that, man. NiP are over the moon with how this has gone. And for Liquid, nothing but disappointment at this scoreline. Especially after such a bright start to the day. Do they have anything left in the tank? Grim gonna try and get through the apartments. It's Device and Plopsky cancelling out this push, continuing on this tear and not slowing down yet. Stewie 2K cut down in the B-bomb site, and it's all left onto Elige in the 1v3, late into B through the catwalk.
Yeah, bombs on the Balk as well, but that's the beginning of the problems. The other half is the fact there's 3 CTs here. Spots in, they've got the info, and they're not going to give him anything. Elige's going to have to cross, but that's a nice little spam. Plopsky gone, and now Elige, 30 seconds to make magic happen. In he creeps, in he crawls. But where and when will the contact appear? Rez is waiting up in apartments. Hampus drops off the site. Elige just heard that. Could get scary. The white swing, and Elige takes another. He's on for the fourth right now. Rez up in apps. Elige has to go for the bomb. There's only 15 seconds on the clock, and Rez won't wait. 15 for NiP, and it feels inevitable now.
Yeah, man, it's so different. Every single time we cut back to these player shots, man, of course NiP is smiling. They cannot believe that they've just walked away with this game. They're yelling, they're getting in the heads of Liquid. You know, you can hear each other. Liquid, meanwhile, dead silent on the other side. And now this is all they've got. This buy, 2 AKs, 3 Deagles. That is it. And of course, NiP is still keen to take liberties. Device has a bison for crying out loud. This guy is looking to add insult to injury. Device, why have you bought this out to try and ruin their day with?
Oh,
I hope for Liquid's sake, it doesn't even get any kills.
careful. Now's got the AK on ramp. That could be where Device meets him. NiP. They're trying to fight middle. They're trying to put some pressure on. Rez and Plopsky looking longingly for kills, but with the smoke down, Plopsky will concede, and Rez eventually, as his fades, might escape as well. Device hiding under balcony. He just wants a commitment. He is playing for the round win with the Bison. He wants to close the series with the 64 bullet machine. Rez waiting in connector.
I think his stat track only has 54 kills. Maybe I misread it, but like it's not a gun that, you know, anyone really uses, let alone a guy like Device.
Time to pad it out.
So this really is like the salt in the wound moment. That's what they're hoping for. We don't just want to beat you, we want to embarrass you. And Device from under the Bison. Oh no, the Bison's doing it to NiP. And this is it. NiP have taken the victory. Hampus to close it out, 16-2. Liquid bisoned out of the server by Device, and it's celebrations all around for NiP as they take their opening series at IEM Cologne.